Hello, my name's Christina. I am LordMoch's wife. I figured I would do a little introduction just because I'm going to be doing the Mass Effect playthrough, and I figured you might at least want to know who I am and what I look like, maybe. So, my name's Christina. Caleb and I enjoy a lot of the same things, honestly. Um, we're gonna be picking up our copy of Mass Effect tonight during the midnight release. I've played through the other Mass Effects. I haven't played through a lot of the DLC though. I just never went back and played it. I probably should, but I'm not too concerned about it. I will be playing the female twin. If you know anything about the new game, I know that it's just like, oh, it's because you're a girl. Kind of, honestly, kind of. But since there's so many games that don't have an option, and usually it's a male, when games give you an option, I tend to go with the female one just because it's an option. And I mean, I play guys all the time, so I might as well play girls when I can. Let's see here. Some things that are just going to happen. I like to listen to people, so if you get annoyed by someone clicking through every single option to listen to random bits of information, well, I'm one of those people. I like to know all the random stuff going on, random trivia. If they want to talk about something completely unrelated, someone put it in, I want to hear it. I will get lost. I just will. I'm terrible with maps, especially when there's a 2D map representing a 3D area. I'm going to get lost. So if you see me kind of wandering around or opening the map like 10 times trying to orient myself in the right direction, I'm lost. You'll have to bear with me. I'll figure it out. I also have a tendency to not click the right buttons when I should. So if I seem like I keep jumping weird, or I accidentally use all my grenades when I didn't mean to, it's the way it's going to be. I get better as the game progresses, but for whatever reason, I tend to have a tendency to push the wrong button sometimes. I'll get better. Let's see here. I always like the characters the best. That's one thing I really liked about Mass Effect, is that they have such good characters and you get to learn their stories and do missions with them, things like that. Let's see. I really like the love interest thing. Again, that might be just because I'm a girl, but I thought it was really well done. So the first game I picked Caden. I don't know. Well, because I was a girl, and so Ashley was, out. And I mean, I know a lot of people picked the Asari. I mean, I liked her. She was cool, but I didn't want to be with her. Does that make sense? I don't know. Anyway, and then spoilers. I mean, I guess if maybe you shouldn't watch this video if you haven't played the other Mass Effects. But in the second game, your love interest, if you saved them, of course. I mean, unless you pick Liara. I mean, Caden comes back and he's angry that you're still alive and you left and blah blah blah, and you're just like, I was dead. What did you want me to do? But yeah, so I said screw that guy, and I got with Garrus, and Garrus is amazing. So it's not a question. I mean, there is no Shepard without Valkyrian. He is my homeboy. I loved him. And yeah, and in 3 I still continued that because screw Caden again. Let's see. My favorite love interest character, I should say, is I couldn't decide between Tali and Rex. I know those are pretty cliche because those are just the most main characters of main characters, but they're so great. Tali is with you just the whole time, super supportive. You guys do a lot together. And then Rex, I mean, he's your first Krogan, and he is intense and crazy and a lot of fun, and I really liked him. And I was sad that you couldn't drag him around anymore after the first game, but he's still a really cool character, and I really liked him. If I had to pick a character that I liked that was not a main character, I would probably be Morden. Morden was awesome. He's a crazy killer scientist, and he's just my kind of guy. Plus, he had all sorts of crazy fun things to say and do, and it was great. My least favorite characters, I think my least favorite is Miranda. I know, I mean, she gets better, but she is so awful. And I just got really annoyed with her, and you're every time you try to talk to her, and you're supposed to increase loyalty and increase, you know, I always pick the wrong thing, so she always hated me. And then I didn't really care for Ashley either, but Ashley was a xenophobe, so it's the way it goes. I try to think of my favorite moment from Mass Effect. Now it's kind of hard because you do a whole lot of stuff and you make a whole lot of decisions. I decided on maybe the one that made the most impact on me was when they give you the chance to cure the the microphage, the disease that stopped the Krogans from having children. And I chose to cure it because I believe Rex and Grunt will do a good job leading the Krogans into, I don't know, better times. I mean, maybe in the future that won't work out so well, but I have trust and hope and faith and all those really random, awful things. So I cured it. I was sad that Morden passed away. Again, spoilers, I guess. But I did like him, and I was very sad to see him go. But he went out very heroically, and I was, I don't know, happy. Obviously, it impressed that moment on me. I guess it would be remiss not to talk about the end of Mass Effect 3, because that's one of the huge things people had trouble with. I mean, again, spoilers. I was kind of disappointed that after all of the crazy ways you could have taken your character, all of the decisions you could have made, good, bad, you know, all of that, it came down to just two decisions, like A or B. It's like, well, okay then, like, everything came down to almost nothing. You know what I mean? I mean, there weren't even, like, a good choice and a bad choice. It was just kind of, I mean, and then later on they introduced the third option, which was okay. I mean, it seemed like the best option, because it seemed like everybody lived, and, like, you got to keep Edie and the guests, and you didn't become part of, I don't know, it's complicated. But, well, I mean, I guess that's the option I ended up choosing, the bioemergence, or I'm not sure exactly what word they used. It was okay, but it was still kind of, options 1, option 2, option 3. I was also kind of disappointed. I kind of played it later, so all of the online stuff was done, because I know there was an option if you got 100% and you chose the killing option, you got to, Shepard lived. I mean, I was sad to see Shepard go, but I mean, there was the option to have Shepard live, but if you played too late, the online stuff was already done, and they didn't introduce a way for you to get the 100% any other way. So, I mean, anybody trying to play it now, I mean, maybe Maybe they've introduced something now. But when I did it, there was no option to get the 100%. So I couldn't have my shepherd live at all. So, I mean, I miss my shepherd. But we had a good time together. We went through a lot of stuff. I'm looking forward to playing through a new character. And playing in a new universe with a whole lot of new people, new characters, new species. So I'm really hoping that it's as fun as the first 3, and that you get the same kind of character development and friendships and things like that. So that's what I'm looking forward to the most. So hopefully you watch it with me, and hopefully I don't get too boring when I seem to be running around in circles. I will figure it out. Alright, have a good day.